Do you want to know why kids who are being sexually abused usually can't get help from grandparents, uncles, and aunts? Let me teach you what I know from experience. Real talk, let's go. Let me just put it like this. When I was younger, my stepdad was stealing so much money from my mom that it was time for her to make a major decision. She left him and moved us from LA back to Cleveland to live with our grandmother. My grandmother told me and my sisters, if someone ever did something to make you feel uncomfortable, you can always tell me. So my older sister told her that my stepdad had been looking under her dress. Now guess what my grandmother did first? She frickin' believed her with no guilt trips. She assured us that as long as we lived with her, that man would never ever step foot into her house. A few weeks later, my stepdad began the hoovering process of narcissistic abuse. Basically, he flew to Cleveland to my grandmother's house and suddenly became a God-fearing Christian like my mom, all to get his supply back. Stick with me because you're about to learn why a lot of grannies, uncles, and aunts can't help kids who are being sexually abused. My grandmother told my stepdad flat out that he would never enter her house. What happened next is mind-boggling. One night, I heard my mom screaming at the top of her lungs at my grandmother saying, "Why is it okay for my sister's husband to come over here, but my husband can't?" Meanwhile, my grandmother was the only one trying to stand up for my older sister. But my mom was so laser focused on protecting her garbage dump of a husband. Eventually, my mom took us right back with my stepdad, and we ended up homeless twice, among other things. So many kids have relatives who are willing and ready to stand up for them against sexual abuse. And like my grandmother, these relatives are even ready to set boundaries for them. But one of the parents is being utterly selfish and standing right in the way of their child being rescued from a toxic situation. If a child has to talk to a relative about an abusive step-parent, it's because they don't feel that the parent is going to protect them. If your child is seeking help from family members, find a licensed therapist who's trained in narcissistic personality disorder. They can help you figure out how to leave a toxic situation. I'm telling you from experience, listen to your kids and your family, not all the time, every time. Period.